Somewhere beyond the woods, beyond the fields, there is a place where the ground holds more than the dead. Pet Sematary is not just a horror movie. It is a film about grief, obsession, and the terrifying lengths a parent will go to when they cannot accept loss. Based on Stephen King's 1983 novel, a book he himself called his most frightening, it remains one of the darkest, most emotionally devastating entries in the horror genre. Today we're going to explore why Pet Sematary endures, what makes it work, where it wounds us, and why its central question, what would you do if you could bring back the dead, is so deeply, uncomfortably human. Stephen King wrote Pet Sematary in 1983 and then buried it. He considered the novel too bleak, too cruel to publish, a story that crossed a line he wasn't sure fiction should cross. It only saw publication as part of a contractual obligation, and King has since called it the one book he wishes he could have taken back. The story follows the Creed family. Louis, a doctor, his wife Rachel, their young daughter Ellie, and their toddler son Gage. They relocate to rural Maine, where their new neighbor Judd Crandall introduces them to a local children's pet cemetery, spelled hauntingly just as a child would spell it, P-E-T-S-E-M-A-T-A-R-Y. But behind that cemetery, deeper in the woods, lies something older, a Micmac burial ground with the power to resurrect the dead. And as Judd warns them, sometimes dead is better. The 1989 film adaptation, directed by Mary Lambert and with a screenplay by King himself, captures this darkness faithfully. It's a film that refuses to flinch, and that refusal is what makes it unforgettable. What separates Pet Sematary from other horror films is that its monsters are not supernatural aberrations. They are human emotions taken to their logical, horrifying extreme. Grief. That is the engine of this story. Louis Creed is a rational man, a doctor, a man of science, and yet when tragedy strikes his family, rationality collapses completely. The film understands that grief makes us irrational. It makes us desperate. It makes us dangerous. The character of Rachel is haunted by her sister Zelda, who died of spinal meningitis in childhood. These flashback sequences are among the most disturbing in the film, not because of any monster, but because they depict the grotesque reality of illness and the guilt a child carries for wishing death on someone they loved. The 2019 remake updated certain story elements, most notably swapping which child dies, and introduced a darker, more nihilistic ending. While it has its defenders, many fans feel it lacks the emotional grounding of the original. Louis in the 1989 version is tragic. His counterpart in 2019 is simply doomed. There's a difference. Sometimes dead is better, but we never quite believe it. And that is exactly why Pet Sematary still haunts us.